Hello, folks. Here's something I might have found a new crew for PVE. Meta for me has always been the Kirk brothers on the bridge. Since they came into the game and I got these around tier 2, there hasn't been very many other crews that have come close. The E. Picard crew, now I've got him at tier 4 and is not too far behind. That's not my number 2, and then the Janeway crew. Now when I get Janeway to tier 5 here real soon, that might be all changed. We'll do another test like this. But recently in the game, we've gotten a new officer, which is this one, this Section 31 Georgiou. And her officer ability is PVE, and it's quite a big jump on the shred. Now, does that make a difference on faction hostiles? I don't know. I know it does some of these special hostiles we have. We're going to see right here. I'm going to hit a 68 interceptor, and we're going to see what kind of damage it does. Let's find it again. Let's see where it's at. Before I started the video, I had one picked out. Here we go. We're going to hit one and see what damage we get, and then we'll compare it to when I change crews. Okay, you can see I have negative damage. We'll recall. And this is where we'll see how many minutes damage I have. And then we'll do it. I'll do it with a battleship too here in a second, but I just want to do one of each so we can see how much damage it takes. So I had 40 seconds of a repair, 47 seconds of repair, which is hardly nothing. We're going to switch out that, put group. And the thing about it, what gave me the idea to do this is because she synergizes with, and she has a pretty good synergy. Let's see what level I've got my Georgiou. Let's go upgrade. Where's it at? Usually tell. Oh yeah, tier 3. I got her at tier 3. So this is about when officers, these epic officers get good at tier 3. So this is a good test to see whether this is the new meta deal because of the synergy. She may be way better than E-Data, which E-Data has been in all of my crews since then. Or maybe I can pull Sam out of there and put the Georgiou. We're gonna see if we can do that. Let's find another. So we had 47 seconds. Let's find another. Here's one. Because we got to do light ships, or it doesn't, or the test isn't worth anything. And when I'm going to repair, then we'll do the 68 battleships yet next. There was a time where I couldn't even do this with this Terran. Okay, it looks like I had a little bit more hull damage. So let's go back and look. So I had the same lower decks. See, okay, yeah, see, almost double. Well, maybe more than double. I got 1 minute, 43 seconds, which that is still pretty good. But that will compare to, I'll do one of the other crews that I think what my second best crew is. We'll see how she does against them. Okay, got to go group. Let's get Mr. E-Data back in there. Okay, E. Picard. Okay, I clicked it out. Dang it. Let's go find E. Picard again. E. Picard. We're going to put E-Data. And what I've been using is Janeway. We might try her instead of Janeway once we get here. I think okay, Janeway's going to be further back. Okay, I'll put Janeway instead of Sam right there. This is a pretty good crew. Let's see if we can find another 68 in here. Come on, 68. Here we go. This was my number 2 crew right here. And I got one more, so I'm gonna take out Janeway and put Georgiou there, and see if it makes any difference. Okay, you can see I think that crew might be better than the Georgiou with the Kirk brothers are going to be better than E Picard crew now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, like it's only 2 seconds better. 2 seconds better because it was a minute 43, 2 seconds better. So they're pretty much equal. Okay, let's go ahead and take out Janeway and put her in there. Okay, best way to find her will be lower decks because she'll be up close. Okay, let's go back for that other 68. And if I can find another 68, I'll show you the Janeway crew. So you can compare. I'm using the same ship, same lower decks on all these. So looks about the same, guys. Look, by just eyeballing it down here with the damage. Let's recall it and see where we're at. Okay, let's see with our damage. Same, minute 43. It's the same as the Kirk brothers with the Georgiou. So she's a good officer. When I get her to tier 4, we might be talking a new ball game, guys. Very new ball game on it. Okay, let's go ahead and repair. And I'm going to show you just the normal Janeway crew, the one I used for a long time until the Kirk brothers came. Like E-data stays. Let's go put group. Okay, we got Janeway and Doctor. This was my meta crew for a long time. Let's find another 68. Interceptor, come on, there's got to be another one in here. There's one right there. He's right on top of that 66. I've done a lot of research since I've used this crew. It used to take about a quarter hull away from me back in the day when I used this crew with her. Okay. Looks pretty good. Looks really good there. Let's recall. Okay, now let's see. 32 seconds. Okay, now with the higher doctor and the research I've done, we got a new Janeway crew's the best now. Because before, when I would go up here, this is where I did a lot of my hostile grinding was right here. I can tell you for a fact when Janeway was at tier, I don't know if I might have tiered her up to tier 4, and the doctor definitely to tier 4. Before that, they were not this good. So some research and them being just slightly higher. you can see the difference. So the Janeway crew is the best right now. Let's go ahead and see if I'm going to do one more comparison. One more. Let's take E data out again. Let's put the Georgiou in here and see what, I'm just curious. So we see every one of them. We'll put her in 3 of the best other crews and see what she does. Let's see if we can find another 68. Come on, where's another 68? We got to have another one in here. Come on, one more. See, I can't hit a different ship because it doesn't makes the test. No, come on. We've got to be one more somewhere. See, I can't go into another system and look for a 68 interceptor because it can't leave this system. Ah! Because the thing is, the 68 battleship's going to be easier to target. If I just go ahead and hit that, it's not going to make the test. It's not going to be something I can invalidate. Oh, here we go. One finally spawned. 17 seconds. Let's check it out. I mean, E-Data is one of the best PVE officers in the game on the bridge. I'm just trying to see what the Georgiou does with all. See, that looks really good too. That's going to be a really good. That's going to be good results right there too with Janeway, even though there's no synergy involved. 30 seconds. So yeah, now that's the new one. So Janeway, the Georgiou, and Doctor. Let's go ahead and do that. So we do have a new PVE crew. So now you got 5 different combinations here. That you could use any of these ones I showed you tonight, and you're going to be successful. This is a really good hostile crew. I hope you can use it. I know I'm going to be using the one we just tested out from going on until I get my James Kirk up to tier 4. Once I get James Kirk up to tier 4, that might change things. So until next time.